How to identify oxidizing agent or reducing agent or both oxidizing reducing agents. Sometimes in the question in examination they will give identify the oxidizing agent or reducing agent or which of the following can act as both oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. But how to identify? So what are the conditions for to identify all these things? For oxidizing agents and reducing agents already you have videos. I made that videos. You can search CDR search chemistry channel. You can get detailed explanation about how to identify oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. But here I'm not going to discuss about clearly about oxidizing agent or reducing agent. I'm going to be concentrate which of the following can access or which can access both oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. But briefly I given definitions also here, some oxidizing agents and some reducing agents. So we can see here condition for oxidizing agents. We mention here the element or atom which one have maximum oxidation state means already they lost all electrons. In that situation that can act as oxidizing agent. For example here sulfur almost all they lost all electrons plus 6 oxidation state, here also plus 6 plus 7 which is a maximum oxidation number. So those can gain electrons easily, which is gaining electrons means reduction, so automatically that can act as oxidizing agent. This is plus 5 plus 5, you can check here plus 7. So all these have almost every element is central atom, every element is highest oxidation number, which is a central atom. We are underlining, sir. These are central atoms you called. So in this case, central atom have highest oxidation number. So only chance it can gain electrons. Whenever it can gain electrons, it undergo reduction, underline definition also. So that can act as oxidizing agent. Clear? And here reducing agent, exactly opposite of oxidizing agent. It would have minimum oxidation state that may be 0 or negative or minimum. Okay. In those cases, they have sufficient number of electrons. They can donate to opposite one. When they are donating, it undergo oxidation. It may lose electrons. That is the process. So that can act as reducing agent. I minus. This is the minimum oxidation state can occurs. It can gain only 1 electrons. So it can act as reducing agent. Sulfur minus 2. This is the minimum oxidation state which is sulfur getting. So it can act as reducing agent means it can lose electrons easily. Minus 3 nitrogen. Okay. So all these are the things which is they are showing reducing character, and remaining is the metals. These are electropositive elements. It can act as easily reducing agent. Here 0 oxidation state. In metallurgy, you are going to use mostly carbon is a reducing agent. So these are the examples which is under reducing agents. But how to identify both? Some compounds can show both characters, oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. See, this is the minimum condition to identify. It is official definition and not secondary. But in examination they given, you can identify very easily. The element or central atom oxidation number should be present in between maximum and minimum values. There should not be maximum value or there should not be minimum value. If maximum value is there, that can act as reducing as oxidizing agent. If minimum value is there, that can act as reducing agent. But in between is there, then only those can act as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. For example, here nitrogen is the plus 3 oxidation state. Generally, nitrogen can show maximum oxidation state is plus 5. This is the maximum oxidation state. Oxidation number or oxidation state you can write. It can show maximum plus 5. And the minimum value is minimum, sir. Minimum value is already given. Reducing agent you can see. Minimum value is minimum oxidation number is minus 3. But here plus 3 is the in between. This is not the maximum value. It is not the minimum value. It have two chances. Either can gain electron or they can lose electrons. So nitrogen plus 3. I'm taking oxidation number central atom, which is the given, which is can participate easily in oxidation reduction. Suppose it can lose electrons that become n plus 5. This is oxidation. When it undergo oxidation means it can act as reducing agent. Suppose it can gain electrons. So then what we call, sir? Reduction. Is it correct? Reduction process means it can act as oxidizing or reducing agent. Opposite terms. It can act as oxidizing agent. Plus 3 2. It may can come 0, sir. N2. Even this is also gaining of electrons. Or you may can come minus 2. Or minus 3. You may can get n plus 3 is there. Even plus 2 also you can come n plus 2, n plus 1, anyone. So all these are gaining of electrons. So reduction in this process, it can act as oxidizing agent, which is oxidation number increases. In that case, oxidation occurs and that can act as reducing agent. Oxidation number decreases means reduction. It can act as oxidizing agent. And again, you can see SO2 also. SO2, sulfur is plus 4. Here oxidation state. Sulfur can show minimum oxidation state is minus 2. Minimum this is. Maximum it can show plus 6. This is the maximum. So this is in between. So it can act as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. For example, sulfur plus 4, sulfur. Suppose it losing electrons, it can show up to plus 6. So this is oxidation. Oxidation means this is reducing agent. But remaining cases, it may can lose gaining electrons, sir. Gaining of electrons. So gain of electrons means reductions. Is it correct? Reduction means it can act as oxidizing agent. It may can gain electrons. Plus 2 you may can get plus 2 or plus 1 also possible or 0 also possible. S0 oxidation state also possible or S minus 2 also possible. So all these processes gain of electrons, reduction in this process oxidizing agent. That depends upon opposite element. If they are giving more electrons, it can convert up to minus 2. If they are giving less number of electrons, that may can stop anywhere. That based on opposite nature. Okay. Now we may can see here. I'm giving here ClO2 or you can take HClO2. Anything, sir. You can find out here chlorine oxidation state is in this process is plus 3, here plus 4. But chlorine can show minimum oxidation number is minus 1, maximum is plus 7. So it can act as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent because this number is in between, sir. This is not the minimum value, this is not the maximum value. So by looking this, we can identify, for example, H2SO3, it can act as oxidizing agent or reducing agent. You can see here very simple. Sulfur is plus 4. So plus 4 means sulfur may can lose electrons up to plus 6. It may can gain electrons up to minus 2. So anything chances is there. So it can act as both oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. The given even direct questions are which of the following oxide cannot lose electrons? Which of the following oxide cannot lose electrons or loses electrons? You can find. I'm giving option. This is previous NEET question. Suppose CO2, SO2, N2O, N2O3. Here carbon, you can observe that one is plus 4. They can't lose more than 4 electrons. So this is the answer. But this sulfur plus 4, it can lose electrons up to 6 electrons. So it can lose nitrogen here plus 1, it can lose up to 5 electrons. Here nitrogen plus 3, even it can lose up to 5 electrons. So here carbon, they can't lose more than 4 electrons because valence electrons is only 4. So this is the answer. So very simple, sir. So it can act as only oxidizing agent. So CO2, they can't act as reducing agent. Understood? That depends upon oxidation number. We can find out easily which can act as oxidizing agent, which can act as reducing agent. So this is the way you have to think. Keep in mind these points which is a given sentence formation. This is very easy, sir. If oxidation number present between maximum and minimum, those can act as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. If highest oxidation state, that can act as only reducing agent. sorry, what happened? If highest oxidation means that can act as only oxidizing agent. If minimum oxidation state, it can act as always reducing agent. Clear? For example, HTS can act as always reducing agent, then never acts as oxidizing agent. KMnO4 that never acts as reducing agent, it can always act as oxidizing agent only. So I think you understood or expecting. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and share it. Thank you.